What is going on, guys? Back for another breakdown of what I see on the charts today. And it's February 7th, and we're looking at gold at the moment. So let me make this a bit bigger for you guys. All right. So we're just going to start on the daily here. Clearly, a daily um, resistance that's now a support. Same level that we had yesterday. We'll also mark off this daily resistance right here. And then let's go ahead and mark off this daily support, because if price does break the 2030 level, then first stop is going to be here, and then our next stop would probably be somewhere around here to fill this wick, but we don't have to worry about that yet. Right now we're just trying to mark out some key levels, and of course we want to mark out the daily, where the daily flips bearish, and when it flips bullish, because as you guys know, I like to trade in the same direction of the daily. I may adjust this level based on the lower time frames, but that's how I like to start it off. So now looking at the 4 hour, looks like those levels were pretty accurate. Maybe just tighten this guy a little bit here, but um, definitely want to mark off this 4 hour resistance that we have here. And right now it looks like we're just in this zone. So let me just drag this guy to the left so you guys can see clearly. This is a zone where we got multiple taps, right? We got here, 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 multiple rejections, and then it was respected here as a resistance. So definitely want to keep an eye out for that. Um, Daily's currently bearish, so we'd be looking for sells at the moment. Pretty comfortable with this daily level too. If I look to the left, looks like we again have multiple rejections, served as a support here, served as a resistance here. So pretty comfortable with that as of right now. So let's drop to the 1 hour, see if there's anything new here. Just consolidating on the 1 hour. So all throughout here is just, consolidation. So just an area to be aware of. Um, may not take any trades in there. You could, depending on your plan, if there's enough room in there. But for me, it's just something, definitely something to be aware of at the very least. So I'll just mark that off. And then, so now I'm just seeing what potential opportunities we could get. So first thing I see is if we do break this level and the daily flips bullish and we break above here, what I'd want to see is some sort of break and retest above this 2036 zone, and I would take that up to here for my first partials. Would definitely be at this 4 hour resistance here, and then depending on what happens after that, could target some of this wick here, or some of this candle here, as it looks like clean real estate here to the left. If I did do that, I would just bring this down, because this looks like the first area price would actually reject if it breaks here, and then continues, right? So that would be a potential move to the upside. If I'm talking about a move to the downside, I would want to see a break and retest below this daily support here. So I would want to see a candle, a 30-minute candle specifically, break below this level, and then the next candle somehow either reject this zone, or respect it, meaning the candle body closes below, and then I'd be looking for some sells. So let's just look at the 30 minutes, see if there's any other zones we can tighten up. Um, Actually, now that I'm looking here, I'll probably just adjust this guy to here, but still be aware of this area here. But if we're in New York session, right? So if there's volume, which there usually is, especially if we're breaking out of this consolidation, I don't anticipate we'd break out, just come to here and then come down. So this would actually be a good place probably to take partials, and then just like 80-90% of the trade, take it off here and then see what happens. Um, but yeah, right now and then to the downside when I'm looking here, if we do break to the downside, this would probably be the first level where I would be looking to take some partials, right? So um, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with these levels, with where they're at. I think they're in a pretty good position. Yeah, so right now it's really just a waiting game. We'll wait to see. We could do one of three things: keep consolidating in this range for the rest of the session. We could break below, or we could break above. So right now, it's just a waiting game. We'll just see exactly what happens. I think this area here could probably be tightened a bit. So just gonna tighten that up. And yeah, so and yeah, as we can see, this candle started to break below, but then respected rather this support, and now it's closing back in the range. So nothing for right now. Just gonna wait and see what we get. And let's also just take a quick peek at the economic calendar. So let's just look at Forex Factory really quickly here and see what fundamentals we have today. So today is Wednesday. So big fundamentals. We have core CPI coming out for the US um, at this is 9:30 Atlantic Standard Time. So for most of you guys or anyone that's in using Eastern Standard Time, this would be 8:30 that this news is coming out. So big news. CPI definitely has the potential to move the market. Um, which is the consumer price index. That's just what, for those of you that don't know, the consumer price index is used as a benchmark to measure inflation, right? So if we just look at the details here, why traders care or what it is, first of all. Um, let's see here. So here's the measures. Changes in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers, excluding food and energy. That's for core CPI. And why do we care? Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead to the central bank raising rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. So it looks like what we are. Oh, sorry guys, I'm looking at the wrong date here. My apologies. Let's look at this week. Sorry about that, guys. So today we have nothing in our session for the US dollar except trade balance, which is um, not high impact, right? So looks like it should be actually a pretty quiet session from a fundamental perspective. So we'll just see what happens if we get a breakout or if we just continue to consolidate. And yeah, hopefully this helps, guys, and hope that you guys have a good trading day. Follow your plan, be patient, and just make good decisions. All right, guys. Thanks.